this last week. He was trying to kill you.
Hey now, I'm unconscious in every episode that there's a fight. Alright, I'm not unconscious. I have done something personally wrong.
Maddie was just like, he's trying to kill you. As soon as the deer came out, she was like, no.
It's intentional. It's personal.
The deer and then the guy. She was very offended. She was like, no, he's trying to kill you.
He's tired.
I'm always trying to kill you.
I agree.
He's like, that's not new.
He's always on the hunt for killing someone.
Yeah, but
I agree with that.
hardest he's ever gone.
The hard. Well, it's only uphill from here.
You thought that was hard.
You thought that was hard. I'm bringing back the 8-legged kitty.
Uh-oh.
Oh, kitty.
And now there's 3 of them.
You know what? It's 9 tentacles of death right there.
I don't want to fight Batman. Bigfoot.
I don't want to fight Batman. You can't make
I'm so tired. I would rather
Please don't
fight
put
Batman than Bigfoot.
scary orphan child.
Please do not put Batman in this.
I'm tired, you guys.
With that, welcome to episode number 18 of Legends of Drauma. The title of this episode is Cursed.
Oh, man.
Title of this episode is Batman.
I'm not going to recap the whole last week for you. I'll just give you a quick rundown of things as they stand right now. There is a dead fairy deer in the middle of a small clearing in the Fortune Wood. It's bleeding out a clear, sparkling liquid that is causing the plants around it to grow at a rapid rate. So you have very thick grasses around where this corpse is and flowers growing out of the ground. Mourning over that dead fairy deer is what could only be described as a Bigfoot. A very tall creature covered in hair with large bare feet, wearing a headdress that is adorned with antlers. You are all standing around, the 4 of you and 4 of your companions that you came on an inaugural hunt with. The youngest among you is a boy named Deacon Goads. He is 14 years old, and this is meant to be his first hunt to track down a magical creature in the wood. The first one he tracks is the one that he has to kill and harvest. The tracks that he found first were the tracks of a humanoid person. Somebody walking on 2 legs, wearing a pair of shoes. And tradition dictates that he has to find that creature, and if it is a magical creature from the forest, he has to kill it and take it. You're all standing there watching this crying Sasquatch. One of the people that came into the forest with you, an Amni gentleman by the name of Coffin, who spent a lot of time by himself, is not with you now. You're also surrounded by a cacophony of shaking trees that are all violently slamming on the ground and into each other in an attempt to attack you, although you are currently too far away from them to be struck. The last thing that you heard from the oldest gentleman among you, a man named Roper Goads, is that he believes that this creature that's mourning in front of you is the one that his grandson is supposed to be tracking and is meant to kill on this trip. So, with that standing, what are your thoughts?
I'm gonna heal myself.
Yeah, first of all, that's a good idea. And I don't know if you want to put your armor or not. But I'd say we lie to them and say that he's not magical at all. And let him be. Because I don't want to deal with him.
Do we even know for sure if this is what they were tracking though?
The
He
only
seems like a whiner, so.
the only ones that have seen the tracks are Roper Goads, Deacon Goads, and Ravi.
Mm-hmm.
Do the rest of us know that they even saw anything?
No.
No, we don't know.
Ooh.
I heal 13.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we don't know that they were tracking.
Roll. No, I'm good. I'm not healing.
I will look at the Goad family,
Sure.
and I think we should just leave, guys.
What are you talking? You want to go back to Bloom?
No, I think we just leave them there and continue on our way forward.
Do I gotta remind you, Ravi, or the purpose that we have being here in the woods?
Yes. You said that you're here to hunt a magical creature. The creature that conked me on the head and knocked me unconscious isn't magical.
Well, what makes you so sure about that?
I know how to detect magic, and while there is magic in the forest, I'm not detecting that he himself is a magical creature.
But, Ravi, we know that we're looking for something that's walking around on 2 feet. That's the only other thing in the forest that I can think of seen like that.
It's true. I think the first thing he spotted was this creature, but this creature isn't magical. The objective is to hunt the first thing that you find that is magical.
You're just gonna hunt a person or what?
You saw footprints that were giant and you didn't tell us?
Yeah, what the hell? Why would you keep that away from us?
We were trying to keep things quiet in case we were being hunted. As it turns out, we were, and I'll like motion to the Sasquatch-looking creature. I'm sorry. I really thought that it was going to be a person, not whatever he is.
So you knew, huh? And didn't tell us, so you just want that guy to clobber the hell out of all of us? Awesome.
I'm not worried about him clobbering the hell out of you. I stand between everything and you. That's what I do. When I
Oh,
fail,
you got clobbered really hard. You want to deal with that?
I mean, if they really want to hunt something that's magical, you of all people should understand their cult customs. I'm just saying.
At the same time, Goats Guy, isn't killing that magical deer count as a magical? I know it's not the first footprints, but it counts as a magical creature that he hunted, right?
Sorry to say that tradition does call for us to harvest the thing that we find tracks for first. Now, we're not going to leave that thing here in the woods. We're going to try to use every part of it, provided that we're allowed to by the other creature mourning over top of it right now.
I don't think he's gonna let you take it, and he might just probably kill us if we intend to, take it. So I think it's better to leave it there, if
Is
it's
anyone-
possible.
Is anyone else worried that there's apparently someone bringing a curse to this forest that isn't us and we don't know who or what that is?
What if there's another Bigfoot?
Or another person
Or
around here.
a person, yeah, whose footprints you saw, who's doing whatever this Bigfoot thinks we're doing.
I mean, I'm a little bit worried, but I don't know anything enough to make a reasonable deduction, so kind of here we are.
I mean, he's clearly lived here a long time.
I get closer to Goat's Guy and whispering he's here. Is this the same shadow that you saw that night? Or was it smaller?
Well, I cannot tell you for certain. I can't see through it in dark.
Wow, are we all just spreading secrets? Or
Whoa,
secret
calm
with
down.
everybody
I'm
here,
sorry,
Mr.
Carly.
Rhodes?
I get
Calm
so excited about sharing a secret with somebody. As soon as he leaned in, I had to lean back.
Yep. It's okay. Don't worry about it. You don't need to know.
Necessary. There are so apparently a bunch of secrets going around with this
Listen,
group.
okay. So Ravi's already spilled the beans on the trick that we saw earlier. Arvestan, I think we should tell everybody. In between the
All right,
watch,
go for it.
when Arvestan and I were on watch the other night, and making sure that nothing attacked us in the middle of the night, we did see some sort of person.
Yep.
Couldn't make out
You
exactly
saw
who
one
it
too?
was. Yeah, we seen
We
him.
couldn't. Yeah, we couldn't make out what it was. We don't think it was the same. I mean, it was too far away to figure and discover if it was this giant thing or not.
Arvestan, do you
But
remember if it had the antlers like that?
it was a little bit over my field of vision, so I don't think I saw anything like that.
When I told you I saw a person-looking thing, you said that was nothing to worry about.
Well, when you did, that's what I thought. But I don't think that anymore.
Did I see anything weird like antlers or anything on the shadow?
It'd be too hard to tell
Okay.
in the dark, in the distance.
And you're sure the footprints you saw that you've been tracking are huge and just bare footprints in the woods?
I'm gonna look at the creature. Is it wearing shoes?
No.
Well, there is one problem about that possibly being the creature. We saw boot prints or shoe prints in the mud. He isn't wearing shoes.
You
I
know,
guess he them off.
I hadn't thought of that. What do you think about how big his feet are, either?
They look substantially bigger than the boot prints we saw. I don't think this is the first creature we found.
Be hunting the same thing. Or person or whatever.
Yeah, so that means this Sasquatch is not what you're looking for, Goat Guy.
Well, I'm just a little bit disappointed, but more so relieved. I don't want to have to be taking down something with the sentience of this person.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You ain't
You
got to
don't-
kill him, Deacon.
Bad guy.
But I don't know if I feel good about killing something in the woods and then just leaving it dead on the floor.
I mean, I think that that giant guy is probably gonna do something with it. So let's let him worry about that, and let's just get out of his way before he goes berserk again.
Yeah, he'll stand up, the Sasquatch. He'll get to his feet. He'll wipe his eyes with a big hairy forearm. And he'll walk over to you. Just take a few large steps. And come over to where the group of you are talking. And just to give you an idea, again, he stands probably about 9 feet tall. Covered in hair. So he looks down over you and towers over you when he approaches. And he says, "Go."
Yeah. We're living. Don't worry, we got that point. And started grabbing everybody like around, like, yeah, go, everybody, go. Yeah, let's just move.
The tree
Bye,
still
big
going?
guy. Bye.
The trees will start to calm down.
Once I see that, I stop, and I turn around and ask him, "Do you know how to get out of here by any chance?"
We have a guide.
He says, "No."
Cool, thank you. Bye. Just keep on going.
Yeah, the Bigfoot creature will move towards his root that's grown around the stone, his makeshift great maul, and he'll pick it up from where he threw it earlier, sort of drag it behind him as he walks. Arsen's keen on leaving. Is that the group's plan?
That's my plan.
Yeah,
Sure.
but keeping an eye out for other weird stuff that isn't big deer or Bigfoot.
Also, no more secrets. The hell's the point? You want a BFF secret with everybody, Mr. Roper Goads?
No, you got my word. Not a word's going to be kept away from anybody anymore.
All right. I don't want surprise battles. Getting beat up by a tree.
I'll tell you
They
this
don't-
much. This is all pretty new. Every time I've been through this wood before, we'd never run into trees attacking people or a fight with a Bigfoot.
Now, he kept saying cursed, that we were all cursed or something like that. Have you ever heard of any curse in these woods
I don't know
while
what he's
growing up
talking
or
about.
anything?
Not a clue.
Okay. Okay. It was pretty angry about that, so that's interesting. So what do we do now? You guys still need to hunt whatever you are looking for? Or can we just can you just show us the exit?
As far as I'm concerned, the hunt's still on, and it's not over until I say it's over. We
Aye,
found
aye,
some
aye.
dangerous creatures, and that's why we got the whole group here to protect everybody. And we did
Okay.
just that. We did what we needed to do, and we're okay. Nothing's gone so far that we can't just keep going.
Okay. So far, do you think we can take a little rest from all this exhaustion from running and battling and all this stuff before we continue?
Well, we rest at night.
Alrighty then. Lead the way.
And you do understand that what we're hunting is probably a man, right?
We can't know that until we get to it.
Might be the answer to all this anyway.
Well, you're right. We can't know. All the clues point to it.
I know.
The deer people think that we are the cursed ones who are man. The first tricks we found were of a man or of a humanoid of some kind. Something that is sentient and more human-like than not.
Listen, I don't know how this is going to end up, but I know we got to see it through to the end. If there is somebody out in this forest, it's something unheard of. We're not supposed to be able to have people who live in here. The magic folk around here wouldn't stand for it. So if there's somebody here, we got to find them and find out why they're here, how they're here, and whether or not we should get them out.
Okay.
Worst comes to worst, Deacon ain't gonna get anything this year. We'll head back out next year. 15's the same as 14. And Roper will set off to start leading everybody. He's going to search again to try to reconnect with the trail that you guys found earlier, the tracks of the shoe prints in the dirt, but you all sort of had to run away from when the trees themselves started attacking you. So he's got to sort of double back to where that was before proceeding forward. The Sasquatch will stand near the fallen deer until you guys are out of sight. As you move along, what should be early afternoon is already dark, as if it were the middle of the night. So it's difficult to see moving forward. Roper pulls out a torch to light the way in front of himself. He has a good sense of time and what time it's supposed to be. So he insists that you guys keep moving until when nightfall it should be, when it's supposed to be sundown. Because the unnatural darkness isn't necessarily the most obscure thing. It's always sort of dark in here with the way that the tree canopy blocks out the sun. It's just a little extra now. As you walk along, don't see those same sorts of tricks that were being played on you before. The little minor illusions that are trying to distract you or draw you off the path or get you turned around or injured in some way sort of disappear. And the forest itself, though the trees and the plants are remarkable, is no longer a magic illusory realm. The trees are the trees and the plants are the plants. The only difference now is that the trees are darker to match the darkness of the air around you. As you go along, does anybody else have a light source, or are we all just following the torchlight of Roper up front?
I can do produce flame as a cantrip.
Right. So Kriv can have a little fire with them.
Magical
I have a
necklace.
torch I never used from eons ago.
Okay.
I would cast light on my pendant and illuminate kind of the back half of us.
All right. So assuming everybody's lighting themselves up to be able to see where they're going, even if you have dark vision, that's what the group's doing. Might as well keep it going. You'll notice as you move along that you'll start to see your breath coming out in front of you. And if you didn't notice before that, the temperature has dropped dramatically. And as you go forward, what you might have at first thought was moss growing on the sides of trees and on the ground, when you approach it with the light source, especially with Ravi's light, since it doesn't have the distortion of the fiery color to it, you see that it's actually black rather than a nice green growth going there. It's sort of black, minuscule crystal pattern, like it's black ice growing along the sides of trees and on the ground. It gives way if you touch it or step on it. It just sort of cracks like thin ice into little pieces and then crumbles apart onto the floor. You can even brush it off of trees, and it comes off like frost or snow and just crumbles down in little black pieces. So you'll go like that for the rest of the afternoon until it is meant to be time to bed down and make camp. And there won't be any super filigree like when you first made camp in the forest and the Goads family brought out all of the feasts and the different foodstuffs that they packed and made a nice little meal for everybody and had a nice fun camping trip. It's going to be very practical as far as they're concerned, unless you guys want to do something crazy. They'll set up a small fire and gather up enough firewood nearby to keep it burning until everyone's supposed to go to sleep.
Well, friendly neighborhood hunter chef. You gonna do
Yes.
fancy?
Huh?
I could use something fancy right about now.
You could use something fancy right about now? What do we have to cook around here?
We got this weird black ice stuff. Speaking of Kriv, do you know what this is? Or Roper? Either one of you?
Why?
I don't know what it is. Don't touch it. You can make a nature check.
As I pass my finger to it and lick it. It's not salt?
Did you really just
You
do
just
that?
licked it?
Yeah, I just did that.
You just licked it.
You run your finger on it, and it'll collect a little bit, kind of like snow, almost. And then you lick it like that, and it kind of comes off your tongue, on your tongue. But you notice after you do that it's actually making tiny razor-sharp scratches in your skin and on your tongue. It doesn't feel painful right away as soon as you do it. You cut your tongue, but then you'll see little bits of blood start to pool out and trickle down on your finger, and the tip of your tongue starts to bleed.
Ow. Guys, that's not good. That hurts. I just
Sorry, I
barely,
forgot he was the friendly neighborhood stooge as well.
I barely touched it, and I'm bleeding a little bit from it. I get like it cut me, like razor sharp. I don't know what is this.
You might want to disinfect that.
Uh, sure, you have something to disinfect it?
It's I got some hooch. You could try that.
I don't know what that is, but sure, I'll take it.
He'll unstop a little leather-bound bladder, and he'll say, "Okay, hold out your finger,"
All right, all right, all right.
and he'll squeeze just a little bit on there, and a clear liquid comes out and stings.
Oh, that's oh.
Quick, lick it.
Can I lick it?
No, now hold on. You got to hold your tongue out.
Oh, and
I'll squeeze a little bit out on there too, and that'll burn, like you burn the inside of your mouth, and you'll also feel it. And just as soon as you pull your tongue back in, it'll swell up inside of your mouth, like a very strong alcohol.
I think I'm drunk, guys. Hey.
But it shouldn't get you drunk. You just poured it over your tongue.
I don't know anything about alcohol.
Just burns a little bit.
Wrong. That's what the hell is that? Do you drink that?
But it's my own blender to make it back at home.
Okay, you can lit up probably this whole forest with fire, right? Whew, that's pretty strong.
Yeah, don't let it on fire. That's not what it's for.
No, trust me, I won't. It's pretty dangerous.
Nobody touch that stuff.
Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it.
Great.
Yep, nope.
Criv, did you make a nature check?
I did. It was a 14.
Okay. It is not natural. It's not a plant. There's a lot of stuff in this forest that isn't natural, but you would think because this isn't anything that you've ever seen before, and it doesn't have the same properties, especially now, seeing that it cuts Arvistan as he touches it. It doesn't have the same properties of any natural growing thing that you've encountered. You don't think it's a plant or living, and it must be some sort of magic taking place, like a lot of the stuff has around here.
We didn't see on the way to camp or anything like other trails through the ice-like stuff or anything weird.
There's nothing super. It's tough to say. Everything's weird.
Yeah.
I'm about to say there's nothing that's out of the ordinary of this new normal.
Okay.
There's reason to believe that Roper was able to reestablish the trail that he found earlier. That's the only other thing that you would think would be noteworthy. But it's hard to tell because he's been doing that this whole time. He doesn't react in a different way if he's following tracks than if he's trying to find a way to follow tracks. Any other questions? Is anybody doing anything special before they go to sleep for the night?
Do you count picking the dried blood out of my hair as special?
Yeah.
All right,
That's
then yeah, I
important.
picked the dried blood out of my hair.
Is everyone full health?
No.
No.
But if you get a full rest, you will be.
And so, if you want to heal before we take a rest and get all your spells and everything like that, go for it.
Are we doing a short rest then?
Sleeping overnight.
I should
Okay.
be full.
Mm-hmm.
Then yeah. You don't really have to heal. You'll wake up healed.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. I'm good.
Can I check the weather?
Yeah.
With my cool druid craft.
Wait, it tells you in the morning, or does it tell you right now what's going to happen?
It just says the next 24 hours.
Okay, you could check
Please
it now.
say it like a weatherman.
I got to think of what the weather is going to be tomorrow. It's mostly cloudy skies with a high that should be in the upper 70s, although it doesn't feel like that. That's what the weather will be like in reality, above the forest and around the forest. But yeah, it should be like a nice, pleasant summer day, but without any sun.
Can I-
Chance of
Summer
rain, 30%.
Can I also, using Druidcraft, try to... It says you can make like a flower bloom or seed pod open kind of a thing. Can I try to see if like anything actually grows through the weird stuff that's everywhere?
So you want to make... what specifically do you want to try to get to grow out of the ground? You are in a forest, so there might be stuff there.
I mean, I guess just like a flower or something, just to see if it will through it, or if it's like a weird magic barrier thing, you know? Like, because if it's a curse, it sounds like it's gonna do bad things other than just cut you, probably.
Yeah, you cast your druid craft on the ground to make a flower grow. You'll see a little sprout come up and slowly wind its way into a straight stem. You'll see a bud on the end of it. And then when the bud opens up, instead of flower petals, you'll see flesh, little flakes of muscle and skin. And
I think I did the spell wrong.
What did you do?
It's supposed to be a normal flower.
Did you try and sprout an animal?
That doesn't look normal. Are you sure? You're not doing like some weird alchemy thing there?
No, it's supposed to be simple. I just haven't done this before. I don't know if I'm the forest or me now.
Alright.
Can I cast detect magic on the crystal stuff to see if I can determine what like school it's from?
Sure. Let's see here. School it's from is not as relevant. What you'll know is that a lot of the magic in the forest has been this sort of like fey magic that you'd expect from a very natural place of creatures that are born of magic would be casting those sorts of spells. Anything that almost is magic itself would be that sort of magic. And this is not altogether unlike that, but it is twisted. It's born out of a sort of unnatural magic, although it is very much a creation of just magic incarnate.
Kriv, I don't think you cast the spell wrong. I think that whatever's on everything here is just corrupted and weird, and it corrupts your magic when you cast things onto it.
Good to know.
She didn't
Kind
try
of.
to actually create a human then? Or something alive?
No. Well, I was trying for an alive flower
It is still an alive flower.
made of flour.
Pluck it. I'm gonna pluck it. I would like to pluck the flower.
Yeah.
Are you sure you want to do that? Remember
Yes.
what happened
Like
to me
bleed.
touching that thing?
100% sure that I
yeah.
have flower with me.
Yeah, you can pluck that flower. The stem is straight and stiff. It holds its shape. If you hold it up like that, you could plop it in a vase somewhere. It does trickle out from the spot where you removed it. Just a very slow, steady blood drip.
I'm gonna really sad sit down and draw it in my notebook.
Oh my god.
And we eat it?
Guys,
No.
No, do not do that.
I kind of want to cook it now.
oh come on. I want it to last forever. It'll be my special flower.
Does this count as vegan?
It's called Megan. Eat. Meat flour. Flowers have feelings.
I also think we found the curse that the elk was talking about.
Yep.
Okay, so this is a curse, all right. Now we just need to follow these icy, cutting, really sharpy thing and see where it leads us to then.
So, I have a question. If all the blood pours out of it, is it gonna die?
It's gonna wither away.
Because
Yeah.
I would like to put it in my hair, but I would like to not have blood in my hair. So,
Oh,
It. I mean, you could wait for it to stop bleeding if that's what your goal is.
but will it be dead by then?
I mean, you already killed
don't
it by
know.
plucking it.
All right. Okay. Fine. Guess I'll just carry it around.
All right.
Is anyone in the camp looking like suspicious or like guilty or anything? Because we don't know who's doing this. And I wanna be paranoid for a minute.
Make an insight check.
Okay.
Tell me who you're looking at specifically.
Coffin.
He's not
Well,
here.
yeah, did he come back? He
No.
just disappeared? That's not great.
He's just
Alright.
gone. We don't know where the hell he went.
I'm gonna mark that as one suspicious. um. That's tricky because I feel
recap-
like if
You've got Roper goats, you've got Mater goats, and you've got Deacon goats. The 3 generations of the goats family.
yeah,
The only other person that's not in your party is Ordo the merchant.
and I don't think if he was doing something he would know he was.
Probably dropped something.
He's just
and didn't
carrying a
notice.
curse with him.
Yeah.
What we don't know is he's got a monkey's paw in that bag.
Oh shit!
I mean, I can't just look at the goat's family. Like, I gotta pick one.
I would say, which one are you most suspicious of?
Ordo.
Yep, that's my bet.
I don't know. Roper, I guess. I don't know. I'm like running through this in my head. I was just suspicious of everyone for a second. So
Goats guy.
I feel like the
She
kid's
looks
too
at me.
shaken, and I don't know why the mom would do something like that.
Griff looks at me, and I'm over there in the corner just poking my boogers out.
What? Marcin, get out of here. Go
Push
to
him
the
out of the
cursed
way.
woods.
Please vacate.
Make an insight check to see if Roper Goads feels guilty about something.
I mean, he's already been lying. And I'm not gonna know though because I rolled a 4 plus 2, so 6.
Yep.
You're not sure if it seems like he's guilty. If he is, he's masking it well. He's very focused on his 2 goals right now are primarily the hunt for his grandson Deacon, and then in a second, not super close second, getting you guys to the other side of the forest.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, where'd Coffin go? Anyone know? Is he just super sneaky and I just haven't noticed, or is he missing?
I haven't seen him ever since the battle started, so I have no idea. Hey, Goats guy, where's Coffin?
Something about Coffin you got to understand is that sometimes you don't always know exactly what he's doing. I'm
Been
sure
gone
he's
for a
nearby.
while. Okay.
Alrighty then.
All right.
All right.
I was going to say the same thing.
If I've learned anything from traveling amongst the wealthy, I would say the most suspicious people, they're probably fine. It's the people who hide it well that are a problem.
You can tell her she can close the door.
Yeah.
I didn't,
Just like all slowly, like.
I was like, why is everyone waiting? What's happening? Eagerly awaiting a door shut, I guess.
The Goats family is going to go to sleep. If you guys want to set a watch, it's going to be down to the four of you, or Ordo, if you want him to stay up for one.
I will take a watch.
All right.
I can't see.
I'll take a watch.
I used my spells up that would let me see, so.
Okay. So is it Ravi on first watch, Hajite on second watch?
I could probably join this second watch since I only need 4 hours of rest.
No, it's up to you.
Yeah.
Okay. So it'll be Ravi alone on the first watch. Are you going to keep your pendant lit
Yes.
as you're looking around? Okay. So you'll keep your eyes on everything. It's dead silent. Normally a forest is pretty quiet, but you'll hear nocturnal creatures doing something. Sometimes the hoot of an owl or some little rodent rustling through the underbrush. But tonight there's nothing until you hear begging.
Where is the begging coming from?
The direction that you hear it in, you'll turn your light to look over there quickly, and you'll see an older gentleman dressed in rags, and he's leaned up against a stone wall, and he's sitting on stone pavement, and he's got a little wooden bowl next to him, and he's just begging for coin.
Do I think this is an illusion?
Uh,
Judging by the fact that it's all pavement and I'm in a forest.
At this point, yes. There's no check required for you to think that this is false. But
how
it
far
is.
away is?
All your senses indicate to you that it's really happening.
Is he close? Like, how far away is this guy?
It is just maybe 20 feet away from where everybody else is bedded down.
I will try to toss a gold coin to him.
Okay, make a dexterity check for a good throw.
Extra rolled well, 16.
Okay, you'll toss your coin. A nice little back fade away jump shot. And it'll go flitting over there. Doesn't land in his bowl or anything, but it does land in such a way that it's not far away from him, and then it rolls the rest of the way to where he is. And it'll bump into his thigh and fall over and make a little tingly sound when it hits the ground. And then he'll look over at you, and you'll see his eyes are just black holes.
I will pick up my mace.
As soon as you get ready in the battle stance, the vision fades away back into the forest again.
Damn wild faith things.
And the rest of your watch is uneventful.
I will inform Arvistan before the second watch of what I saw.
Creepy thing. Hey, Hajite, and I bump her on the shoulder. It's our time. It's our turn to watch.
Why is it always gotta be you? Why you gotta bother me?
Because I enjoy it, okay?
No,
Alright,
actually,
fine. What do you want to do? Rock, paper, scissors?
yeah, if we want to do this, 100% correctly. You should be able to. You should be getting 8 uninterrupted hours of rest time. So Ravi on the first watch didn't get any rest. He's paying attention, so he's going to need 8 hours to sleep with. Arvstan only needs the 4 hours uninterrupted, so you should be doing 3 watches. Ravi, Arvstan,
Okay.
and then Hajate.
Okay. You know what, Hashita? You could go back to sleep. Don't worry about it.
Uninterrupted, whatever. Knew I should have done Song of Rest.
So Arvstan's watch.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Arvstan, make a perception check.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. That'll be 22.
All right. You will see just off to your left, away from the rest of the group, as you turn to look, and you've got the dark vision, so you don't need the light source to be able to see around you. You will see a familiar sight for you. It'll be the hollowed out skull of a dead kraken, which you'll know as the sort of centerpiece of the town that you're from. As you look at it, you'll see seaweed and stuff flowing in the water, and little bits of cascading light coming down from very deep down. So there's only just a little bit that gets down to this level. And there are people there, your people, that you recognize, members of your family, neighbors, people that you know, that you've grown up with, are laying out on the ground, or they're propped up just barely against the walls of the skull itself, or they're just sort of floating there, being drifted along in the current. And when you look at them, they are emaciated. Their bones are sticking out. Their guts are caved in. You could see the cheekbones, every part of them, as if they hadn't eaten in weeks. And they say, one of them, an older gentleman, looks like kind of indistinct, but you could at one second think that it's your father, and at another second think that it's an elderly neighbor, or in another moment you might think that's some sort of elected official. Just an older man will look at you and will say, Arvstan, why did you leave?
To learn new ways of cooking. What are you guys doing here? What is this?
We are so hungry, Arvstan.
How are you gonna be so hungry? You're in the ocean. We are literally flooded with fish. You can catch one and eat it.
The fish have gone, Arvstan.
Gone? Like, there's no fish in the ocean?
We have seen none for days.
Have you gone out instead of just staying around your house?
I can't move, Arvstan. Are you still there?
Yes, I'm here.
I can't see you.
Oh, I look around, like, trying to see if anybody's awake, to see if they're seeing the same thing that I'm
You could see
looking at.
the rest of your party sleeping there on the ocean floor.
Yeah, like, squirrel my eyes, like, are you even real? This looks like the ocean, but I know I'm in a forest.
Arvstan, can you bring me some food?
I have no food right now. Like, there's people with food, and I have not cooked anything in a little bit. I don't have any food for you. I have this apple for you if you want it.
Yes, you do have food. And he'll lurch forward and sort of fall face first and start to crawl on his arms. You
Mm.
see he's kicking up bits of sand around him. So it sort of makes a cloud as he starts to approach, but then you see all of them sort of crawling at you. And they're just all, sort of chanting it. Arvistan has food. Arvistan has food. Food.
Okay, here you go.
Arvistan.
I grab the apple and toss it to them. Eat that apple. Share it. Ah.
You'll throw the apple, and then you'll see it hit the leaves in the forest and just roll into a tree root.
I think that that alcohol thingy, the old roper guy over there, is pretty strong. I'm never drinking that thing again. Whew. God, you're struck. Can I make a perception check and see if there's I see somebody behind a tree or anything like that trying to do this illusion on me?
Sure, if you want to make another one, go ahead.
All right. That'll be a 13.
There's nothing there. You see your breath coming out a little faster now.
Alrighty. Guess just keeping a watch out. Just drink a little bit of water, get that alcohol flavor away from my mouth. Ooh, that was strong stuff. Ooh.
Yeah. When you reach for your water canteen to pull it up and take a sip out of it, there's a starfish clung to the side of it.
How did that? Wait a minute. I try to poke it. Is it real?
It's there, yeah.
How the hell did? You're ways away from the ocean. What are you doing here? Just
Hangs
grab
on
it
there,
and grab it and put it on a little bag and just save it. Cook something later with
Sure.
it.
Right. The rest of your watch is uneventful. All that's left is to wake up Hajite.
Just grab my water, drizzle a little bit on her face. Hey, Hachite, wake up! It's your turn.
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Oh, you said that many times. Just keep an eye on. I'm going to sleep again. Just proceed to lay down.
All right. So Ravi gave a detailed account of the vision he saw to Arvistan when he tapped him to take over his watch, and Arvistan said nothing to Hajite when it was her turn.
It's mine.
So you're unaware of Ravi or Arvistan's
Cool.
waking nightmares. All right, and Arvistan goes to sleep. It's time for Hajite's watch.
I think I'm gonna
Hajite!
scoop up a bag of dirt and just dump it on him and just leave
Whoa,
it.
whoa! What the hell?
Oh, sorry, I didn't think you'd wake up. Good night.
Okay, good night.
All right. Hajite, make a perception check.
Ooh. 17.
You'll hear a voice. A woman's voice from behind you that will say, "Dear, are you lost?"
Hello?
You'll turn around and you'll see two very finely dressed women. They have their hair done up intricately with ribbons and bows all in it, and fancy dresses and corsets, wearing all of the finest filigree, and they have extending fans that they're waving themselves with. I think you're in the wrong place, dear.
What are you talking about?
Well, this is a, how should I put this? This is a party for members of high society.
I am high society.
What? You could have fooled me with the way that you're dressed.
Are you kidding me?
You're all dressed in rags when you look at yourself. A big potato sack with a rope tied around your waist.
This is not okay. Someone stole my clothes.
I am afraid I can't help you with your predicament. Perhaps you might try a homeless shelter.
I belong here. You should know who I am.
Somewhere in a lesser part of the city seems more appropriate for you. You know, if you're hungry, there are kitchens that can help to feed you. You don't need to come into someone's home like this.
My name is Hashote Zulshi, and I belong here. You should know who I am.
Honey, I'm afraid I don't want to have to ask the guards to escort you out. I'd rather you be able to do that on your own.
I think I'm gonna try and strangle her.
You'll reach up and grab her neck, and you could force her down to the ground and start to strangle her. And you'll see her face turn red, and then, to purple and even to blue. And then she'll start laughing at you, even with the blue bloated face. And the other woman that was standing next to her sort of laughs at you too.
This would never happen to me. This would never happen to me in real life. It's got to be those things. I can't get it off. I'm gonna try and stand up and walk away from them.
Yeah, and you stand up and turn your back on them and walk away. You walk towards another group of people that are dressed closer to the potato sack that you're wearing right now. Beggars in the street. And you'll see one of them has a big sort of cauldron, a big black pot. And he has a big ladle in there, and he pulls a bowl off of a stack, and he ladles down into the pot, and he pours it into the bowl and hands it to you.
Well, I think I'll have to throw that on the ground.
You take
I'm not eating this.
You throw it to the ground, and the liquid, the thick broth liquid of it splashes all around and shows you the contents that were inside the bowl, which include a human ear, someone's eyeball, the tip of someone else's finger.
Well, I think that would make her scream.
Yeah, that will waken everyone.
What's going on? What's going on? And I
Oh.
reach and I start grabbing. I'm like fumbling around for my mace.
Are you being loud again, Hashote? What happened? Why are you being so loud?
Can she even hear them?
Yeah, well, as soon as you scream and everyone else wakes up, some of them start out of their beds, and some people, like Deacon's still a teenager, so he just kind of like groggily like kicks a little bit and kind of rolls over to the other side. But you start and everyone gets out, and none of you see the forest anymore that you went to sleep in. You all wake up in a mountainside village. The huts and stuff are sort of built into the side of the mountain, and some of them are actually built into natural cave systems. And they're all primitive's not the best word, but they're all very naturalized. They're very suited to the environment. There's no extreme measures made to make them more aesthetically pleasing. They're all very functional. And the village itself has a verticality that matches with this side of the mountain. So there are staircases that wind up and show that this place is even taller than it is, wide. All these different homes. Kriv would instantly recognize it as their home village.
Or at least familiar, right? I don't know.
The only major difference that you see is that there's no color anywhere.
Is it like grayscale, like black and white, like movie, or like just black?
It's all grayscale, like a black and white movie. You and your companions are still in color. Still look the way that you're supposed to. The sky is gray.
And we all are seeing this.
Everyone sees the same thing this time.
Like, were we just in the forest? Hashite, what did you break now? What do you do? What's happening?
Remember when I told you about the vision I saw before I woke you up? I think this is another vision.
Oh, yeah, I had one as well. Like people from my village just wanted to probably eat me because they were starving to death, and I threw an apple to them.
So I'm gonna grip him by the shirt, right? What in the hell did you think? Not saying anything to me. Are you kidding me? I was almost fed human.
Oh, dream. Don't worry about it. I didn't think any of it. I knew it was gonna happen to you because if it happened to Ravi and it happened to me, then it probably would have happened to you, and that would have made an awesome story, don't you think?
You're an asshole. I'm gonna grab his stupid hat and drag it over his face and then keep walking.
What the? Oh, come on.
Hazarte, I know you're mad, but I don't recommend walking too far. This might be an illusion, but it still looks like a mountain. And there were traps before, and this still looks very dangerous.
Well, I don't know what could be worse than what I just saw, so I might as well just... Goodbye, cruel world.
Do not do that. Does anyone recognize this place?
I'm honestly, Crib's just like not at all paying attention. I want to try to touch one of the structures or try to see if I could like go inside.
Hashite, why are you wearing a potato sack on?
She's not wearing a potato sack anymore.
Okay. That would have been awesome.
Says Mr. Never took off the slippers.
I know, right?
Slippers were awesome, okay?
Kriv, when you touch one of the huts, the walls are made out of stone carved out of the mountain. You could feel that cool stone to the touch. It gets that instant nostalgic feeling, that rush of memories of being able to touch this at any moment. Did you say you wanted to go inside?
Yeah, I want to try.
You can go up a couple little steps and go through the doorway into one of these small huts. Make an investigation check when you get in there.
Boy, oh boy. Oh, I'm not good at those. 10.
All right. You can instantly tell that the interior of the hut is destroyed, sort of thrown apart. Not like someone came in and burned it or exploded it or anything, but everything seems to be tossed about. And some things that you would expect to be in there are missing. It almost looks like someone left in a hurry.
Can I look at what's left to know if that's at all familiar? If it sparks any memories to know, like, if I knew? I guess, like, if this was family or not or something?
It doesn't look like someone that you are directly related to, but it is the sort of clothing that you would expect to be worn by kin of yours. Other Dragonborn, other mountain folk generally dress this way. And it's very unique. You've been in a few travels so far, and nobody else really dresses like that in all the other places you've been. So you see a couple shoes, little toys like dolls made out of bundled bits of dried leaves, just sort of scattered on the ground.
Can I check any of the other buildings? Are there other ones nearby, or is it just kind of...
There are a few, yeah. You can keep looking around. Although, are you going to acknowledge the other people in the party, or you just kind of blindly walk past them? Okay.
I think Hashite would notice that they are not responding. Recognize that it could potentially be something horrifying like previously experienced, and follow them very closely. Maybe put a hand on their shoulder to keep grounding.
Sure. You'll check a few other huts, and you'll see that some are like small caves that are inside the mountain, like natural caves that people have just converted into dwellings. And a lot of them are looking the same way. Some of them are a little less or more ramshackle based on the type of people that were there and how quickly they had to move, or the things that they thought were important to take with them. But it does look like whoever was here, all the people that were here, left quickly.
Meanwhile, I'm poking Ravi on the shoulder. Hey, Ravi, where are we, bro?
My guess is that it's somebody's vision, but I don't know whose. It's not mine.
Yeah, mine already happened, so...
Arviste and Ravi, you guys can make perception checks.
Perception checks. Alright, let's go. Nope, forget about that. That's a 4. That's a no for me, dog.
19.
Okay, Ravi, you'll notice the area around you is just getting slightly darker, and in a way that makes you instinctively look up, because it's darkening in the way of gathering storm clouds. You'll see that the sky itself will start to get darker above you. Not as if clouds are rolling in, but just as like the veneer of the sky gives way to the clouds that were already there. And you'll see they're very dark storm clouds with streaks of lightning across them.
I will point up. I don't know if this is real or not, but that looks like a bad storm.
See it when he points it out as well, or it's just on his own vision?
You could see the sky. You just weren't paying attention before. So when
Okay,
Ravi says, "Hey,
okay.
look up," you can look up and see what he's looking at.
That's gonna pour down a lot of water. Hey, that would be nice, though. Get some water on me. Ooh,
You don't feel any rain.
Why isn't it getting me wet?
Goat's family, do you recognize where we are?
It looked like we're in the mountains somewhere. I don't go to the mountains too much myself, so I couldn't tell you exactly where.
I will look around for Kriv.
Yeah. Seen Griv around. Where'd you go?
Kriv
Where'd they
and
go?
Hajite, you will enter another dwelling, a natural cave dwelling, higher up in the village, closer towards the top. And as you draw open the door and sort of make your way inside, it looks a lot like the other dwellings. The main difference in this one is that there is a body there. Most of a body there, to be more specific. It's coffin. Most strikingly, only the front half of coffin. From the bottom of his rib cage back is missing.
If I try to touch him, can I feel him too?
Yes, you could touch him and feel him. He is in color. He's not grayscale like the rest of the village. When you touch him, he's cold.
And for the sake of knowing, there's a lot of illusory stuff just in general in the forest. If I feel where like the other half of him should be, there's just nothing. It's just the floor.
Yeah, you go to touch where his back half should be, his back legs, and you drop down and just feel cold blood underneath.
Gross. Gross that you touched that.
Hajite, your vision, yours was real, wasn't it? Was yours real?
I strangled someone for real.
But did it
It
happen?
felt real.
Was it something that has happened to you, though? It wasn't, like, totally made up? It was real, right?
I don't want to talk about it. Why? Are you seeing real things?
This is what we've been worried about since the kobolds in the sewer. This feels like it's my home, and those kobolds they were pushed from theirs, and theirs wasn't too far away.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what did this. Can I... On the way... I want to go get Roper. Can I try to look for... I guess if there's anything that looks like a cause, something that would push people out, like scorch marks or weapons thrown about or something.
Or like an alien burst forth from the back of him?
A lightsaber scraping the walls.
Here in this place, there's nothing that looks different than any of the other huts. Just that people gathered and left quickly. Now, it doesn't look like there was a fight here. There aren't scorch marks. There are no, other than Coffin's body and the blood coming from that. It doesn't look like anyone was injured here. The way that things are tossed about makes it look like whoever was living here was the one that did it and took all of his stuff and ran off.
I want to get Roper, bring him over.
Sure.
I don't know what, but give him some vague warning before we go in that it's bad. And I want to bring him in and ask him if he recognizes the wound, or if he sees it too. If it's yeah.
Kriv, as you go to leave the dwelling that you're in, as soon as you exit, you'll find Ravi, who's been looking for you. He's coming up to try to see if you're in the place that you're coming out of. But you'll get that first glimpse of the darkened sky that he noticed just a few moments ago. And then you'll see a quick flash. It's almost blinding. It comes from behind Ravi, so he doesn't see it. Hajite's still inside of the hut, so she doesn't see it either. But the shape of a dragon formed of lightning descends out of the cloud, and as quick as a lightning bolt descends towards you, and almost engulfs you in its jaws. And when it does that, the light fills your eyes. You have to blink. It's too bright. And the light hits Ravi too. And it hits Hajite and it hits Arvistan. And then when you blink and rub your eyes and reestablish your vision of your surroundings, Kriv, you're on top of a tree. You're on a branch high up on one of these trees in this forest. Ravi's on another branch just below you. You could see that Hajite is up there also, standing next to Coffin's half of his body. Arvistan and the Goats family are still down on the ground. But you can see that this tree does have a very easy way to get up it. It's not a difficult climb. It almost looks like the branches are formed in a staircase to help people reach this point.
Are you all in a tree?
You are as well.
I know. I just want to make sure we all see the tree.
Oh, okay. Are you?
Yeah.
What are you guys doing up there?
Can we easily get back down, or do we have to like jump it?
It's not difficult. You can almost just walk back down the branches, like walking down stair steps.
Can I barely see coughing up there?
Well, I was gonna bring Coffin down.
Coffin's
okay.
obscured from your vision on the floor, Arvistan.
Alrighty.
But I will tell you,
Yeah, Prep, if you could just carry that.
it's still dark there everywhere, and there's still this like black ice moss growing in patches all around on the trees and on the floor.
Is it on the tree we're currently on? Like we're gonna get hurt if we accidentally lean on it or something?
I wouldn't touch it, but it's there. As long as you have some, like a glove, or you're wearing shoes or you have clothes, it shouldn't cut through you. It only does very fine little cuts, and really only on Arvistan.
Sorry, Arvistan, the rest of us are hard.
Yeah, I don't know if it
somebody
would get through.
somebody need to try it out to see what it was. You know.
You did not need to eat it.
Those of
No.
you with
Hey.
scales might even be able to touch it with your bare hands and be okay.
Take that, fleshy people.
I do think we should get going, though, as it seems like the hallucinations have stopped for the moment.
Well, I'm
climb
still
this?
just kind of bringing Coffin down to.
You're gonna grab
Roper.
Coffin and pick him up. Is there anything special you're trying to do as you carry him?
Tilt him forward so he doesn't spill.
I don't know what the optional answers are to that question.
Need
I mean,
help?
I hate to say it, but Dimi's right on the money. If you tilt him so that his head is up, he's gonna lose organs.
Well, no,
so
not
good.
that.
That's so good.
Well, don't spill him.
No.
You need help?
You say that eating a cheeseburger. This is wild.
What? No.
No.
Food up there that you're bringing on your hands?
Is it-
What's
is
that?
So, I mean, try to be careful. I'm not gonna, like, potato sack it or nothing.
Sure.
And just, like, even, I don't know.
You hold him in front of you. You don't toss him over your shoulder.
Yeah.
Try to keep him oriented.
That would be so much more than horrifying.
Do you try to orient him the way that you found him, or do you just try to get him
Assuming there's not a bunch of everything going everywhere, yes.
down? Okay. He's past the state of rigor mortis, so he does
Oh, he's limp too.
get a little limp. But you can get one hand underneath where his shoulder would be. That's going to be the bulk of the weight of him, and get another hand kind of at the part of the spine that's still attached in the back. And if you carry him that way, it's just his head that'll sort of lop over to the side. His tongue is going to be out, and he's going to drip a little bit of blood from there as he comes down. And just being shifted like this is going to have him draining a little bit on the way. So there's going to be a little trail down the branches as you bring him down to the forest floor. Do you keep holding him there, or do you put him down?
Yeah, I guess maybe at the base of the tree set him down and call for Roper.
He'll come over, and as soon as he sees Coffin, it's, oh, my God, I can't believe it. Where was he?
Just kind of point.
Up in the tree?
It was a hut.
In all fairness, we didn't know it was a tree.
Yeah, I saw the same thing that you were seeing. The mountain was right. Yeah, I think we're going to call off the hunt. Best we can. Just get over to Tarsaria as quick as we can do, yeah? We're closer to there than we are to the village. So that'd be the fastest way out of here. Yeah, what do you think happened to him?
I was gonna ask you.
You've never seen anything like this before?
We'll lose hunters from time to time, sure, but not so quick and not so viciously.
Can I make a survival check to determine, like, claw marks,
Yeah.
if it was a weapon, something like, kind of that kind of thing?
Let's make an investigation. I'm trying to solve a murder here. There are 3 points of interest on Coffin's body.
11.
All right. So, would you like to inspect his missing back half, the claws on his front paws, or his neck?
His claws first.
All right. You can see with your 11 that he's made some defensive moves. There's blood in his claws and little bits of skin that you think probably aren't his. So whatever it was that attacked him, he fought back.
And I'll kind of it's kind of kneel down to look at him. Well, he saw whatever attacked him because he fought back.
What color, like, what are you saying that says that he fought back?
And I'll take my pinky and kind of point down. You see here, he's got little bits of skin and blood here, and that doesn't look like it's from him. So,
Can you discern any sort of, like, by blood color or skin, any maybe of what attacked him?
Your 11 didn't get you that.
no,
Yikes.
unfortunately not.
Can we tell when this happened? When he died?
You can make a medicine check.
I would love to. I'm so much better at that than nature. I did throw my dice though, so we're gonna try the other one. Let's try this. Okay. That is a
I hate it though.
10.
What is this one?
All right. You carried him down, so you felt the limpness of his body. The limpness and the cold touch would tell you that it's probably been at least a day.
Okay.
Whatever it was that killed him could have done so as early as when you broke off from him, from when you saw the deer the day before.
Well, if he was in a tree, that might be somewhat of a hint as to what did it. If he, if he was scratching at it. Can't really scratch at a person from a tree. Probably couldn't get up in a tree in the state he's in.
I mean, maybe he was flung up there. I don't know. They bent a tree. Like they bent one. They just took a tree and just went, "Arrow."
I don't know.
I'm guessing it had to be up there the day that he fought and everything like that, because like Roper guy said, he's always clinging on top of the trees and keeping an eye on the high ground. So
Can
it could
I
have been something that flew towards him.
can I
maybe?
look at where like his body is severed to see what that looks like? Like if it looks like clawing or biting or whatever.
Make an investigation check.
Let me get my d20 off the floor.
While you guys are doing this, Luna is going to suddenly jerk her head to the side, and her ears are going to perk up.
It's a 2.
Luna? What is it, girl? What happened?
She's focused. She's looking off.
Is she like standing or still like laying down?
Standing
looking?
up.
Standing up?
Yep.
I go next to Luna and kneel and start like staring and looking the same direction that she's looking towards too.
Armstand, make a perception check. Kriv, you don't see any noticeable, like, huge claw marks. Your 2 on investigation would require that for you to be able to tell exactly what happened. His back is
That'll
gone.
be a 14.
Armstand, you don't see anything except on the periphery of your vision, just off to the side. Something like a shadow shifts. You turn to look at it. There's nothing there.
Guys, I think there's something around here. Luna is in like attack position, and I just saw perceived something moving. But I couldn't catch anything of what it was or what it could be. So there's something around us.
Well, before we start freaking out, I'd like to check where the corpse was once more.
Climb up the tree and go to where he died.
Yeah, because I only remember what it looked like in the hut.
All right. You can go up there and make an investigation check of the scene.
Come on, don't be a 2. 3. Stop it. It's a 13.
It's 13?
Yeah.
Okay. So the spot where you found him is has blood all over the branch, obviously. It looks like most of the blood comes from that back half that was gone. But you can see little flecks of blood from where his claws were rested when he was laying there, and a little bit from where his head was, sort of pooled in that section of the branch. The other thing that your 13 shows you are claw marks in the bark of the tree. They're too big to be from Coffin himself. The way that they're positioned makes it look like 4 together and a 5th one slightly separate.
It doesn't look like multiple claws at once, right?
All moving in the same direction. So you 13 investigation, you think it's 1.
All right. I will relay the information back down on the ground. Well, guys, it's something bigger than him. Big claw marks up there, super huge.
I will look at Roper. So do we want to try to make haste, try to put some distance between us and whatever it is?
I don't think anybody else should have to suffer the same fate as Coffin there. I don't know if it's too much to ask, but I was hoping that somebody could carry him at least the rest of the way till we get out of the forest. We could give him a proper sending off, you know.
Can I grab him, grab him and put him on top of Ghost?
Yeah,
All right, I'll do that.
that's no problem. You're going to have to strap him down a little bit just to make sure he doesn't come sliding off of there, but
We
you can do
need
that.
covering. I have a tent.
Put just like a blanket or something on top of him.
I understand while you're doing that, You'll put the blanket, you'll pull it up and cover over him, and then you'll see a shadow in between two trees in front of you that will duck behind one of them.
Guys, you see those two trees in front of me? Something just ducked. Something just moved over there. But it's just a shadow that I can see it, and I don't think this is another apparition or weird scenario stuff happening. Like there's something looking at us right now.
Ducked behind a tree or left?
Ducked. They just went down in between those two trees over there while I was putting the blanket on coffin.
Can I walk over and cast fairy fire over that spot?
Let me see. Let me check the fairy fire spell just to make sure of exactly what would happen if you were to do so.
Can read it to you if you'd like.
I've got it. Okay. So, dexterity saving throw.
Fail, 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 fail.
So you'll see that area light up. The trees within 20 feet of the spot that you choose start to light up with the fairy fire. In the darkness now, even though it's morning, it's still as dark as night. It shines out pretty bright just around that area. It makes that spot look like the forest when you first entered it, where the trees were all vibrant and lively, and there were, like massive mushrooms or pink and purple mosses growing on things. It looks like the forest, as Roper Goads would have told you it was supposed to look. And then you'll hear a snarl from behind you.
But nothing like... We don't see a figure suddenly illuminated in front of us?
No.
Okay.
I will turn
Someone-
to Rope real quick. Seeing as how we're not hunting anything, can I change back into my normal armor?
He'll sort of lean towards you and keeps his eye focused on where Arbstan pointed out, in the place where Kriv cast a spell. And he'll say, I don't know if you'll have time.
You know what it is?
No, I don't know what it is, but what I can tell you is that I've had a feeling like this before. We found ourselves a predator.
What kind of predator?
Big kitty.
Arvistan. In response to what kind of predator, you'll hear a bark.
I hear a bark.
And I'd like everybody to roll initiative.
Better go check your woof. $14.
What is this? It's an 18.
Fine.
5.
5? What did I get
This
for Kriv?
time. 9.
9, okay.
Ooh, 9.
I've been last in like every fight we've had the past like month.
Proud of you.
You beat me. I got a 5.
You've
I
leveled
know.
up.
Last
Okay,
fight I had to
not
wait like
that
20
one.
minutes every time.
This one.
Oh boy.
So
Uh-oh.
there's a group of you there. You don't see what it is that's assailing you just yet. So let's just decide how we're positioned right now. Since I don't know exactly what you guys wanted to be doing. Let's start
Before
with...
before we start, we all well rested at this point, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Everybody has full hit points,
Okay, cool.
full spell slots, except for that fairy fire or another detect magic. I think I heard at one point.
The
Where's
tech match would have been the night before.
Ah, yes.
And I would be next to Roper as he was leaning in to whisper to me.
Correct.
Now is up by or in front of Arvistan to be near where he saw the shadow.
Yeah.
In that direction.
So let's put Ravi over here. We've got Roper next to him. Arvistan's in a pretty good spot, I think. Let's go ahead and put Kriv there. Luna, I think, would be pretty close to Arvistan.
What about Shell?
I'm not going to put them at risk for my own
Shell's
edification.
not ready for
and
battle
yours.
yet.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought last time I was the fish.
Oh, you are the fish.
Yeah, and
Sorry, you use a bow too. It got me.
Mater is the bow.
That's Mater. We'll put Mater and Deacon back here with our.
In his defense, you're the bow guy, and then we ended up with 2 more bow guys.
Hashite just coming down from the tree. And Ordo.
Can he count as a
little
companion
off
animal? Shell and Ghost. He's not ready either.
He is not ready. That is true.
He's
He takes
most
care of
certainly.
he takes care of Ghost and Shell.
So I'm going to give you your little sidekick people again
Okay.
that you're going to have to
I
run
got Goats guy.
for this fight. I have written down who everyone's is.
Oh,
Wait.
can I have Deacon again? I like Deacon.
You've got Deacon again. Now, unfortunately, Kriv has Ordo again.
Wow, wow.
It's okay, I still have bark skin. It's the most I can offer.
Okay, Arvistan, you're the first to act.
Okay. Do I know where this growl is coming from?
Not exactly, no. Somewhere
No.
nearby.
Who do I see? I look at Luna, and do I see where she's looking at?
She's looking off to the right.
To the right side. Yeah, like we're on the blind here. Like we are. No, I honestly have no idea what to do. Let's see, I don't have anything. I don't have fire. I don't have anything to light the way. No, like I'll stay put and keep a look around, and that'll be. I'll actually. Kriv is next to me. No, I'll stay where I'm at. And for Luna and Rope's guy, he can stay there, just keeping an eye. So literally, I have no movement. Everybody just stays there.
All right, so everyone that you're controlling is just going to stay where
Yeah,
they're at.
idle.
All right. Hajite, you got a plan?
Other than getting back in the tree,
You could do
'cause
that.
that was my plan, was back in the tree.
I could do that.
Sure. But stay fairly low, because I'm not a distance shooter.
Let's say Ajite, and just to indicate, I don't have something for height here. Ajite is up.
No, because she was coming from inspecting where Coffin was, right?
Sort of get up in the tree. So you're higher up in one of the branches up there. Okay,
I would-
wait.
I wouldn't be able to tell if it was higher, would I, being where I am?
if whatever the thing that's assailing you is higher up or not.
Yeah,
No idea.
gotcha. Well, that's about it. Can't do much.
What about Deacon?
Now, Deacon is gonna hide behind Roper, I think.
Okay, he's already there,
Yep.
as behind as he can get.
I think that's his spiel right now.
All right.
It's a sh-
You can try to take the hide action even. Make a stealth check for Deacon.
Okay.
Roll a d20 and then I'll add the modifier to it.
A 5.
Okay, so he's not sneaky. He just kind of cowers there for a moment. Kriv.
Do I see like where Arpistan was looking at all or anything from Luna, or where Luna's looking?
He's close enough that you would have noticed him try to look in the direction that Luna's looking. So you can see both of them. They're right next to you, and what direction that they're looking in.
Could you say again what direction that was? I was planning.
Off to the right.
Over there? Okay. Um. I will. Yeah, I'll go over that way and cast Detect Magic to see if I can see, I guess, what it is or know if it's magical right off the bat. Although I am assuming.
How far are you going to go?
It's within a 30-foot range. I don't want to, like, wander into the woods.
So maybe here, like kind of on the edge of your party's space, and just cast it out to here.
Yeah.
There's magic out there. You could tell that for certain. You get the same sense that Ravi got last night when he cast the spell, that it's a whole area born of magic, but this is more twisted than the Fey magic that you would have detected before. It's the same kind of thing, that it's just raw magic, but there's a twinge of evil to it. Or a curse, you might think.
Do I see, like, a specific magic creature, though, or anything? Or is it just, like, a big wall of magic?
Would Detect Magic be able to pinpoint that for you? Let's find out right quick.
Yeah. Can see a faint aura around any visible creature or object that bears magic.
So that will show you at least one thing. There is no visible creature.
Oh, okay. Okay. Um. I think that's all I have right now.
Okay. What does Ordo have?
Nothing.
The fetal position.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So right now I would think he would kind of go to kind of the center, so he's kind of harder to pick off for a second at least.
The old buffalo technique.
Yeah.
Just have everybody. Well, they would form a ring on purpose, but he's going to pretend that he's the little calf and
Since we
hope that
can't
you
even
guys form a ring around him. Okay.
Yeah, since we can't even see it.
Ravi.
I am going to first cast spiritual weapon, and I'm going to kind of put it
Oh, I gotta put a spiritual weapon there.
just beneath Kriv, so that'll just be my floating sword. And then I'll cast Shield of Faith on myself. Freyr, I'm really gonna need your help on this one. It's invisible, I think. Please help. And then I'll move forward. I'll move up 10 feet.
All right.
And that'll be my turn. And then
Up like this?
Maynard. Yep, perfect.
Uh,
Maynard will probably move over to the right 10 feet, so she has kind of line of sight between Kriv and Luna.
okay. Very good. The creatures that are hunting you will at least temporarily make themselves visible. I'm representing them by dots right now. But what they really look like is hounds. What you see when they show themselves is sort of a black skeleton figure that has the shape of the rest of the hound in shadow draped across it. They don't look exactly like regular hounds. It's similar to that, but they have elongated features in certain places. So rather than having the regular claws of a dog, they have these long hooked claws. The snout is longer, the teeth are more pronounced, and they don't fit inside of the jowls. The eyes are sunken in, and the ears are a little more pointed. The limbs are longer. And the most striking thing is that they are the bits of shadow that are meant to represent their flesh are clung to their skeletal forms. So they look like very hungry dogs, almost at the point of dying of starvation. And they're going to lunge forward and try to bite some people. So let's see. Which one's this one? Gotta save that. Back up. All right. Coming for Kriv. So that will be an 8 to hit. So you'll see this skeleton shadow dog try to lunge at you and miss. Some of the shadows will pass and like roll over you like water. And it feels cold to the touch, but you don't take any damage from it. And the next one, this one is down here. It's going to go for Deacon. That's going to roll, not very well either. 7 to hit. So you guys, Deacon and Roper are sort of doing their own thing, trying to protect each other. So you don't necessarily see exactly how that pans out. But Deacon shrieks a little bit as he's approached by a dog. That next one would have been next to Hajite, but Hajite climbed up the tree. The dog is not in the tree.
Yeah.
Let's see. It's going a speed of 40, so it's going to run around and also go for Deacon.
Oh no.
That will hit him. You'll see it bite into his leg. Just wrap around his thigh and grip him pretty heavily. Just to let you know, he's going to take 11 points of damage. Deacon has 5 hit points left.
Oh my god.
How dare that third doggy have aim?
All right.
Oh, fourth doggy is gonna hit me hard, I bet you.
Fourth doggy. Come for Arvistan.
They're all doggies now.
Am I?
Yeah. Sort of
I don't know what
terrifying spectral hound form. This one's going to hit you, Arvistan.
How much per hit?
It rolled a 23 to hit you, so that hits you. And
Yeah,
you are
big
going
time.
to take 7 points of piercing damage, and I'd like you to make a strength saving throw.
That's a d20 plus strength. That's 4. That'll be 11.
Okay, it knocks you prone.
Okay.
So this shadowy skeletal hound jumps on top of Arvistan and knocks him to the floor. It's your turn, Arvistan.
Okay. Well, my whole plan just went to shit. Alright. Where's my sheet? Here it is. Okay, first of all, I am going to attack that dog and double daggers.
All right.
Okay, so for
Jab up
gonna
at its form above you with your daggers.
yeah, so that'll be plus what? Plus 6. That'll be main dagger 16 to hit.
16 will hit.
Okay, and off dagger 14 to hit.
Okay, so they'll both hit. Go ahead and roll your
Sweet.
damage for both of them.
Okay. It's D4. Okay. That'll be 6 to hit on main dagger.
6 damage.
Yep. 6 damage, sorry, not 6 to
Mhm.
hit. And 4 on offhand.
All right. So you'll go to stab up with your daggers at this beast above you, and you'll find that they're not as effective as they should be. You sort of cut through the shadow and in between the ribs, and it doesn't feel like it's doing all that much. Somehow this creature is gaining strength from the darkness around it. So you only do half of that damage.
Oh. Interesting.
So that's
Okay.
your action and your bonus action.
Yes. And I'm prone, so I can't go anywhere. So you said previously that I took 7 bludgeoning damage, right?
7 piercing damage.
7% damage. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
That'll put me at 31 health.
What would you like Luna
Okay.
to do?
So I'm gonna have Luna rush. Wait. Yes.
Luna can do stuff.
Yes.
You baby her.
I am going. The what?
You baby her.
I do, baby hair. All right, so let's see. So skills are survival. Wait. Luna was next to me, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much next to you right there.
So while being prone, do I even get the Oh no, she has. And she's getting an advantage attack, right?
An ally within 5 feet is you, so yeah.
Okay, sweet. All right, I'm gonna scream at Luna and tell her to attack this crazy madness shadow and help me out. And she's gonna roll a what's that? +4, right? Yeah, weapon attack +4. That'll be a 15
A 15 will
to hit.
hit.
Sweet. And her damage is going to be 2d4s. +4 is piercing damage. That'll be 4.
Okay. Again, the darkness lends strength to the hound, so it doesn't take all of that damage from Luna.
And gotta do a saving throw on a strength saving throw.
Okay. That's going to save on that. I rolled a crit for that.
Oh. Alrighty.
Okay.
And then I as I see the damage, it doesn't affect much on the creature. I'm gonna tell Luna to back off towards Ordo.
Okay.
No, that'll be. Oh,
You know what I was about to
yeah,
say.
yeah. Uh, but that means then I'm not prone if it goes in for the advantage attack, right?
Hmm? Then you've attacked Luna. Luna has you as an ally. Even if you're lying down, you're still an ally within 5 feet. So the rule still says that you can attack with advantage, even while you're
No, yeah,
prone.
I know. But my thing is, if I back up Luna, that means that the attack of advantage from the dog will keep her from proning me, right?
Not
Keep it from
necessarily.
proning me. Not necessarily. Okay. Okay. No, I'll keep Luna there for now.
Okay. Roping.
I'm gonna go with Goat's guy and the one to his grandson wolf to the left. Yeah, that one. No, yeah, that one. He's gonna shoot at it.
At this range, he'll have disadvantage on the shot. He's too
He would
close.
have disadvantage. How about if I grab my grandson and run back, carry him? Can he do that?
He
Just
will
wondering.
provoke opportunity attacks from both
Oh,
Shadowhounds against Deacon. Now, he can do
okay.
it.
He can do it, but it'll okay, no, he's almost fucking dead. What other stuff can Goat's guy do
He can do
besides his
whatever basic
ballista?
stuff you can do,
Okay.
like
Can he melee
dodging
attack as
or
well?
running. He doesn't have a melee weapon on him.
No, not no machete or something like that. Nothing.
He has a hunting knife for field dressing, but it's not a weapon. It's not
Okay.
applicable as one.
Is there like a defensive stand
You
that
can
he
take the
can?
dodge action. It'll make attacks against him have
Okay,
disadvantage.
I'll do that.
Okay.
I'll put him on. Yeah, make him dodge, and that'll be it for me.
All right. Then it's Hajate's turn in the tree. We got the best vantage point of Shadowhounds devouring your friends.
Perfect. Yeah, I guess I should go save our guide, huh? Okay. So, how many movement would it be to get down from the tree?
I'm going to say you're probably about 10 feet up. So we'll just count getting down as 10 feet of your movement, and then you'll have 20 to move in whatever direction you want.
Okay, I would like to get just close enough to the one to the left of Deacon to cast Vicious Mockery.
How far away do you need to be to do that?
I can tell you right now. 60 feet.
Oh, you're well within 60 feet in the
Dang,
tree.
I can cast it from here.
Yeah.
It's fun,
Whatever
isn't
it
it?
was. That's far. Wow. Fine. No, I think I still want to get down from the tree.
Okay.
I'd like to probably be in line with Ravi,
Over here?
but like still no, like left and right wise.
Ah,
Yeah, there. Mm-hmm.
okay. And no longer in the tree.
Yes, no longer in the tree.
No ups.
I didn't know that that would help, but that's cool. um. So yeah, I'm still gonna cast Vicious Mockery. It's a good way for me to tell how smart they are. So.
Okay. So this is a wisdom saving throw?
Mm.
That's going to be a failure.
All right.
So how will you mock this creature? Some options: ugly, skinny, nasty. I don't
Mean.
know. Yeah, very mean.
Can I say? Can I say your mom smells?
You can say that. Yes.
All right.
Go ahead and roll your psychic damage.
Okay. that is a D4. Come here, D4.
And that hound will have disadvantage on its next turn.
Which is fantastic. Okay, so. Hold on. Okay. So, me casting that, is that still the spell attack bonus?
No, I made a saving throw, so the damage is done.
Okay,
If it failed,
alright.
it's going to
So,
take the damage.
I rolled a 3.
Okay, so it'll take 3 damage. The darkness does not protect it against mom jokes, so it gets hurt.
They're hurtful. They're just hurtful.
All right. Anything else from Hajite?
Let's throw Bardic Inspiration at no. I think Roper goads.
At Roper?
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Now, how about Deacon? He's in a tough spot.
So I think he's gonna try and shoot at the one on the left.
All right. He's very close, so he's going to have to fire at disadvantage.
And he's got, I take it he's got no short stuff.
No, he has a repeating crossbow, which is a really cool ranged weapon.
No, that's the other guy. Yeah, let's do that anyway.
Okay, so roll twice and tell me the lower roll.
13.
Oh, 13's still going to hit. So roll me a d6 plus 2.
Four.
Okay. Luckily for Deacon, he has silver tips on his bolts. That caused that to do a little more damage than Arvistan's daggers were. Now, because he has a repeating crossbow, he can take another shot if you would like.
Do it.
Yeah, go all out.
Yeah, let's continue aiming at that one.
All right, another 2 rolls. Looks like his bolts just go right through the shadow mass and hit the ground, but they cut pieces off, and you see them flit away and disappear.
10.
That one will not hit. You see that bolt fly out and hit the ground. As he tries to pull it back away, or they're snapping at him. One of them pulling at his leg with his jaws. And it will be Kriv's turn.
So I have a question.
Yes.
I know what we did last time, and I also know it was the first time, so I don't know if we're going by that. When I summoned my spirit, we counted, like, allies as not being hurt when I summoned it, but the actual rule verbiage is vague, and I don't know if that's actually how it goes. It says each creature within 10 feet of the spirit other than you.
Let's go ahead and double check it. It never hurts to look in the book.
I did, and that's what it says, and I don't know if we're including allies or if it's legit just me.
I'm gonna run over
Because
the
that
whole
definitely
thing and
changes
make
my
sure.
plan.
That's everybody, including your allies. Now, I think we let it go last time because we forgot to do the damage as soon as it showed up.
I just meant, like, I wasn't sure if it included allies and if it hurt them when it showed up or not.
It will.
Because it will, okay. Okay.
Now, it will not hurt you.
Yeah.
And the thing next to you is Ravi's spiritual weapon, which doesn't have hit points. So it won't hit that either.
Yeah. Can I? Okay. Nope, that's not right. Okay, yep, I guess I'll just. Where can I summon it that'll hit that creature but not, like, Luna?
Over here.
Okay. I want to do it, like, if it makes sense, as close as I can without hitting Luna.
It's a 20-foot range. Oop, that's that's not what we want to move.
Within 10 feet of the spirit is what's hurt, but I summon it within 30 feet of me.
Do you want to put it right on top?
That doesn't reach anyone else?
Luna'd be about 20 feet away from there.
Okay, yeah, because I don't want to hurt anyone else. Just a thing.
All right. It'll make a dexterity saving throw, which it will fail.
Cool.
So it's going to take
Nice.
2d6 lightning damage.
Nice. Okay. Let me get another d6. Ten.
Okay, 10 damage. And the magic cuts right through that dark defense. So it takes that full 10 damage.
Nice. Okay.
That's your action. You still haven't spent any movement, and you still have a bonus action available.
I don't have anything to do on bonus actions.
All right.
Can I...
Moving would provoke an opportunity attack at this point.
Do I have advantage yet from my friend, or is it too soon?
Your friend give you advantage on which?
This is ability check. That wouldn't help anyway. Nope. I don't know why I was thinking of that.
Seems you need to use your bonus action to command your spirit to do something. What would you like that spirit to do?
Because that's just telling it what to do on its turn, which is next.
Yep.
How far away is Deacon?
From you currently?
From my spirit.
From your spirit. 45 feet away.
Okay. Can I just tell it to attack next round? I'm sorry, guys. I don't know how this works. Still, I read it a bajillion times.
Play with it. It's fun.
Yeah. Can I just make it have an attack? Keep it the scariest thing near that wolf, hopefully, maybe? We'll see.
All right. Let's have it attack. Why not?
I was trying to decide if I wanted to move at all and risk it.
It's up to you.
On my turn.
This is all magically summoned spell monsters that are next to this thing right now. If you want to just leave it to deal with that.
Yeah, I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna try to back up to, I guess, like, on par with Ordo and Luna. Like, the corner of that.
Right here?
Yeah.
All right. So it'll try to bite you as you flee. It is going to succeed. Oh, yeah, your AC is 11.
Yeah, it is.
So that will be for a total of 12 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And I'd like you to make a strength saving throw. All right. So you won't go there. You'll go here. As you turn to run, it will bite into your calf and pull just a little bit. And as it releases you, you flop over on your face.
Oh. Boo.
What's Ordo gonna? Oh, let's have your spirit attack.
Yes. Oh my god. My character sheet's on the back of my spirits character sheet, and I keep flipping it. So the one specific thing it lists as attack is the flame seed.
Yeah, let's just have it be melee for this time, so we don't have to worry about that disadvantage stuff. You just need to
Okay.
roll with your spell attack bonus.
Okay. I feel like I should have different dice for it. 8. Nope. 10.
A 10 won't hit,
Darn
unfortunately.
it. Okay.
So this lightning beast is still trying to get its bearings, and its sort of camaraderie with you balanced out properly. You're not quite at the level of like a Hajite shell, like unbalanced, but still not at Arvistan Luna yet.
We're getting there.
Okay, now about Ordo.
Mm-hmm.
What's his plan going to be? They're a lot closer now than they were before, but he's still in the middle.
Yeah. See, it's tricky because there's nowhere safe. Gonna think like a coward Ordo. Probably try to back up, and even though it makes no sense, hide behind Ravi. Even though he's the one, wherever. Yeah, that's good. That's way
In
smarter.
between Ravi and Hajite.
Yes.
They'll attack one of those before they'll go for him, he thinks.
Yes. And if he can, in his weird way, trying to hide and not be seen.
Right. The turtle attempt,
Yes.
which will be to go into the fetal position, face down, with his large merchant sack on his back to try to obscure him.
Yes.
Okay. Ravi is up next.
Okay. Spiritual weapon is going to move up in between the wolf and Kriv and make an attack on that creature.
Yes.
The 13 hit.
It does.
Takes 9 damage.
All right. That's pretty good.
It helps when you have a nice wisdom score.
Yeah.
Prayer! Get off that boy! And I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt on the one that was biting Deacon. So to
Sure.
the bottom left. Yeah. That's going to hit. That's a 19.
Yep.
For 11 damage.
All right. You'll see when he gets lit up by the light from the guiding bolt that it makes it look uncomfortable. It sort of cowers down. You see its ears droop back, and its tail will tuck in between its legs. It's almost like it's in pain just being lit up that way.
I am then going to get up in its face. I'm going to try to, I'm going to be right next to Deacon. Yeah, I'm going to move forward 20 feet. Actually, 25. Yeah, we'll go there.
Right there.
And I will stay there, but I'm going to try to be, big and menacing, so it tries to bite me as opposed to the kid. Mater, I want to go northwest, 1 square, and then we'll fire at the same creature.
Okay.
$12?
A 12 does hit.
That's just a D6, correct?
Yes.
4.
All right. So it'll take half of the damage off of that. There's nothing magic. Oh no, it will take the full damage because it is illuminated. But I believe that gets rid of the light from the guiding bolt, since that next attack hits it there.
That's
lit
correct.
up, you give an advantage on that
It's
attack.
advantage on the one attack afterwards. You were correct.
Okay, so you'll
Actually,
see.
let me re-roll just in case I get a net 20.
You never know.
I did not.
So you'll see with that light gone, the hound will get a little more comfortable as the darkness around it starts to re-envelop it. And then it will be their turn. So let's see here. Got one on top of Arvistan. One surrounded by magic spells and spirits. And two on Deacon. Arvistan, would you like to make an opportunity attack?
Yes, please.
Okay, this one's yours. It's going to leap off of you.
Okay.
So you've got your dagger out right now. You can do a quick stab at the dagger as it goes.
Okay. Do I need to roll for hit?
Yes.
Okay.
Just like making a dagger attack.
Okay. That'll be a 13 to hit.
That will hit.
Sweet.
You're going to do some damage.
Okay, and what was damage again? Here we go. 1d4 plus 4. 4, that'll be 3 plus 4, that'll be 7 damage.
Okay.
I'm guessing in half because
It will take
Yeah.
half of that, yeah.
Now, do I roll just for main hand dagger or can I
It's just the
do
one.
offhand dagger? Okay, perfect.
It leaps off of you. You cut it on its back leg as it leaps off. And sniffing fresh blood makes its way to Deacon.
Oh,
This hound is going to attack Deacon.
Uh-oh.
That's going to hit. There's actually a critical hit, if you believe
Okay.
it.
Deacon is down.
Does Roper Goats get an attack of opportunity for moving into a threatened space or no? That's just moving out.
I believe it's just moving out, but if you'd
and
like,
he's not there. He didn't move past him. No, you're right.
yeah, he just came into where he's at. So Deacon's going to take from that 16 points of damage. So what'll happen
God.
there? The Shadow Hound will leap at Deacon, make a bite right for his throat. He's surprised. It comes from behind him as he's got these other two hounds in front of him that he's been dealing with. It'll leap and pounce on top of his back, bite into his neck, and then as they both land on the ground, they'll disappear into shadow in the floor, and it'll vanish off into the sides. So the shadow leaves, and where do I have Deacon here? Somewhere in this list. I get too many people. Deacon, gone. Let's see.
So he's like dead?
He's gone. He's not there anymore. The hound
Yeah,
that
the
attacked him
shadow took him.
isn't there either.
Kidnapped.
The others are going to make attacks. This hound on the right will attack this spirit. It's going to bite the lightning.
That seems like a bad idea.
An 18 does hit it.
Pull a full Pokemon, make it a recoil.
So the lightning will take 9 points of damage. It's shadowy. It's not an actual physical being that hits it. It's like a shadowy magical monster, so it makes sense for them to fight each other. In my brain.
So does it get damage for biting into lightning? Lightning
No.
hurts? Okay.
This one
Just wondering.
is going to stay put and attack Roper.
Does being next to the lightning cause it to be weaker because of light?
The lightning doesn't have like a light effect on it. at least not one that affects these creatures. Roper's going to dodge out of the way of this bite. And the last one's going to try to take a bite out of Ravi. You're going to get bit, Ravi.
Mm.
You're going to take 11 points of piercing damage. I'd like you to make a strength saving throw.
$15.
Okay, you can keep your feet after you get bit. It takes a chunk out, just bites into your arm. So you get some teeth marks there. Then you shake it off, sort of shake with your shield and push it back and get it back off of you. And after they make those attacks, you'll hear a scream, a distant scream. It doesn't sound like Deacon, but it does sound like a human voice. It screams a sort of wail of prolonged agony, like someone who's been tortured for a long time. And as it wails out like that, the pitch of the voice raises up until it matches and mimics that whistle that you heard from the deer earlier. That sort of elk whistle sound that they make. And it shakes out. It feels like it gets colder while you've been fighting. As soon as you hear that sound, everybody gets a shiver down their spine. And then the hounds are going to run for it, which will provoke opportunity attacks from anyone that wants to do them.
Oh, yeah.
So
Absolutely.
we've got Roper can attack this one as it flees. So let's have Roper. That'll be you, Jason.
Yep. That'll be a 12 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay.
So-
And it's... What was for him again?
A D6 plus 2.
D6. D6. That'll be 6.
Okay. I will take half of that damage.
Mm-hmm.
It runs off and uses its bonus action to fade into the darkness. And disappear. So, there's one next to Ravi. Ravi can make an opportunity attack.
19.
19 will hit it.
Nice. Full damage. 8.
All right. So, again, the darkness gives it strength, so it takes half of that damage. And it will flee and disappear also. And then we got two that could potentially attack this one. A lightning spirit and a magical weapon.
Spirit Sword actually doesn't get attacks opportunity.
Never mind.
Unfortunately.
A spirit will be able to attack this one.
All right. Okay. $16.
16 will hit.
Cool. Is that just the same?
Yep, just like a regular attack, that flame seed attack. So a d6 plus your proficiency bonus, which is 2.
3.
All right. It'll take that full 3 damage and run off and itself disappear. So we can drop initiative at that point and probably call it there for this week.
Oh man, you guys.
Oh my
Freaking
god.
doggies.
We're doing bad, guys. We're doing real bad.
Yeah,
That's
this
okay.
is- this
We
is
don't need
not
that
great.
boy. We don't need him. Let's go.
This is pretty bad.
I say we just leave Deacon. He's my favorite meat puppet, but you know.
So that's Coffin for sure gone.
Yeah, no more
Deacon.
coffin.
question mark.
Is Ordo still there?
Okay, well, the Ordo's still there. Thank God.
Oh
Oh my
boy!
god. I
Of
was
all of
We
them.
got Nordo!
So
I was really concerned.
we didn't want to lose the favorite.
Can we,
So.
or Deacon, just tell the spirits?
See, we'll have to see next week.
Call Deacon from the void.
Everybody good to go next week,
Yep.
28th?
Indeed.
All right. Well, next week we'll see what happened to Deacon, hopefully. Maybe discover more about what this curse is meant to be and exactly what's happening. Who left those footprints? What do these visions mean? A lot of questions.
Everything.
Maybe you'll get them all answered. Maybe you won't get any of them answered. We'll find out.
I'm expecting more
No,
questions.
knowing you, we won't get any answers.
I wrap stuff up. We'll get there. It's 100 million questions that pay off in a million years. Don't worry. Eventually it will happen.
Alrighty.
All right. Then I'll say goodbye to all the people at home. Thank you for playing.
Yep.
Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Perfect.